So you beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. Now, I've got to ask a question, and this is directed at Sledgehammer, but you guys can interject and give me your opinions as well. Why did they have to make Vanguard so goddamn complicated? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Now, if you do enjoy the video at any portion, please don't forget to drop a like, and if you are new here, consider subscribing with the notification bell click so you get my Call of Duty videos as soon as they are published. So Trakky, what are you on about? This game's complicated. It's Call of Duty. Well, there's been a trend as the years have gone by with Call of Duty. It became a very big hit and revolutionary just because of how simplistic things were when we talk about COD 4. 3 kill streaks, some perks, and some really good map designs. And as time's gone on, we've had things put into the game that, yes, have innovated and, yes, have made the game more fun. That's subjective, by the way, because I know some people don't agree with the likes of the additions of the advanced movements or the specialists. But I'll give you an example of where I'm coming from, and then we'll go into further detail when it comes to Vanguard. The specialists in Black Ops 3 were a brilliant addition to Call of Duty in my personal opinion. Yes, they're subjective in terms of there was some that definitely catered to the lesser skilled player, but the greater skilled player could also abuse those things in their benefit. So there's the balance for me. And you had the specialist weapon, or you had the specialist ability. So Seraph, she had a cannon. If she shot you with that cannon, you were gone. Or she had a combat focus, so you could get more points towards your score streaks and thus obtain them much faster. Absolute brilliant balance in my personal opinion. Fast forward to Black Ops 4 and they just seem to run out of ideas. So what we'll do is you can have both at the same time. So you could have a ability and your specialist weapon at the same time. And this, to me, created absolute pandemonium. And that's why I disliked Black Ops 4 so much. Now, when we fast forward to the likes of Vanguard, Sledgehammer have made some very strange decisions to me, and these have had a effect on the game, making it just overcomplicated and very noisy, if I use that word to explain how I'm feeling about the game. There's too much noise going on right now. The first thing I have to mention once again is the combat pacing. I just think it's a layer in the game that just does not need to be there, and it's a definite cop-out from Sledgehammer. And when I say a cop-out, what I mean is they have designed certain maps in the game that badly that they've had to implement this just to cover up how badly the maps have been designed. Now, what I will say is there are definitely some maps in this game that I definitely enjoy. I know some come from World at War, which is a game unfortunately I didn't get to play in its prime, but there are some that are original new maps that I do enjoy. However, there are loads of them that you can tell are just aren't right, and the fact that you can't even choose the type of combat pacing and actually get into a game with that requirement is what is really pissing me off right now. I can either go choose tactical and end up in blitz, or choose blitz and end up in tactical. Not that I'm choosing blitz, because I think it's just overkill. The game becomes horrendous. You spawn, you die, you spawn, you shoot, you get 1 kill, you die. It's just not how the game should be playing. There should be a certain flow, a certain predictability about Call of Duty. That's what people love, the 3-lane maps that Trek originally designed, because it gave you the ability to read the game and be dominant in that sense if you was willing to get better at the game. Speaking of maps, another thing that I just don't get, which is another layer of complicatedness in this game, which I really don't understand, is you get into a gunfight, you deplete your ammo. If you've got common sense, you would take the time to go get cover, reload, and get back in the fray. Oh, no. Sledgehammer's got other ideas in this game. You have all these holes and cracks, these plasterboard, which you can break through or shoot through. So if you choose to take cover, even if you haven't got FMJ, you can still kill somebody who thinks they're behind cover because they didn't know during a very hectic gunfight that they have taken cover behind a wall that is basically a hole covered by some wallpaper. I don't understand this game choice. We are not playing Rainbow Six Siege. In Rainbow Six Siege, you've got the time to think about what you're doing and make changes to your progress in the map from there. Call of Duty is far too fast paced to take these things into consideration. Initially that wall might be there, then it's shot out, so now you've got an additional 4, 5, 6 places that you've got to look for enemies. It's just too much, and that's why I believe a lot of people are complaining about being shot in the back, which just doesn't make no sense to me. Moving forward, and finally onto another thing. There are others that I could talk about, but I think these are the major complications in the game that need a bit of simplifying at the moment. It's the Gunsmith. I just feel like the Gunsmith was fine as it was. It was already quite a complicated addition, but now we've got the additions of other attachments, other proficiencies in the game to make things more complicated. And although I think there's a certain amount of functionality to this, it's too complicated in the basis that there are a lot of things in the Gunsmith that I don't believe are ever going to be used and are just there as fillers. And these are the things that I just don't understand in terms of Call of Duty when it comes to adding things in. We've had things that have been added in, they don't work, they take them out. We have had enough Call of Duties now to understand what is a good balance and shouldn't be changed, and in what could potentially be innovated. And I just don't feel we're going in the right direction with Vanguard at the moment. So much so that that's why I believe we're having so many issues with balance that they haven't found or haven't play tested, because there's just that many combinations now that you can have that it's just a minefield in terms of tuning. If they tune one thing, they're going to break another. If you haven't used the STG or Type 100 with Vital on, the proficiency, and I think it's the 30 round short in the STG, it's a 2-shot kill. They've obviously overlooked this, and again we come back to what I said in yesterday's video. There's a total radio silence about this. Sledgehammer, why have you made this so complicated? Call of Duty is such a simple recipe. How can you mess it up? I don't know. Guys, let me know down in the comment section, do you believe Call of Duty is becoming too complicated? Do you think Sledgehammer Games have just crammed as much as they could in the pot and just stirred it up to see what came out at the end? Let me know down in the comment section. Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but a like and subscribe button, I hope they tickle your fancy. And as always, guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.